Good morning everyone, today we're going to be talking about the Urgent Quest matchmaking system, but before we jump into all of that, if you're new to the channel, I upload NGS content daily, so if you do play this game, I would really appreciate a subscribe as it really helps out the channel. Anyway, without further ado, let's begin the video. Alright, so the very first thing I want to talk about is today's keyword, and it is going_to_fast. Once you type that in, you're going to go to your system settings over here, get campaign items, and receive item account. And you can see right here, David plays NGS, we get 50 star gems as well as 7 ragdoll memories, so make sure to pick that up. Alright, with the keyword out of the way, the next thing we need to talk about is, of course, how the Urgent Quest matchmaking system works. So as you can see right now, I'm in the Alio for Beginners block, which means if I try to do the Dark Falls Aegis Urgent Quest over here, it's only going to match me with other players that are also in the Alio for Beginners block. This is something they added in when they introduced the Beginners block, and this is something that a lot of people don't seem to understand, because sometimes you automatically get put into the Beginners block and you're matchmaking, you're trying to get a group to do the Urgent Quest, and you're just like, why does this queue take so long to find people? And it could be because you are actually in a beginners block, which means only people in beginners block 1 and beginners block 2, only players in these two blocks are going to be able to pair with you to do the Dark Falls Aegis. Now this is also another way to avoid bots, because most bots are just automatically going to be put in here, since the bot accounts are usually new accounts and fresh accounts, so they automatically get into the beginners block. However, let's say that you're a relatively new player, you've played maybe for a week or two, but you grind super hard and you are maxed out and you're ready to do some Dark Falls. Make sure that you switch to a normal block. So you can see here there's Alio 1 all the way to Alio 9. Make sure that you're in any of these blocks if you're deciding to do Dark Falls Aegis. You can be in any of the Retem, Kavars, as well as Stia blocks as well. Just make sure that you are not in the communications blocks or in the beginners blocks, and you will be perfectly fine. So to just show you what I mean, you can see we're in the beginners block 1 right now. I'm simply going to queue for Dark Falls Aegis over here. As you can see, Battle for Halfia Lake, and you're going to see that it's currently 2 out of 8 because there's only 2 of us, and now it's 3 out of 8, and it's going to take a very long time to find additional players because it's only looking for players that are available in these 2 blocks. So you can see right now it's still 3 out of 8. We're going to wait for another 3 seconds, and we're going to stop the queue right now. So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to transfer to Alio 1. So now you can see we are currently in Alio 1, which is a normal block. Again, we're going to queue up for Dark Falls Aegis, and you're going to see that this queue is going to be a lot faster. You can see that was instant. We immediately were able to find a bunch of people, and we immediately get thrown into the Urgent Quest because we're not in a beginner's block and we're in a normal block. So I'm actually going to run this Dark Falls Aegis, so I'll see you guys right after this run. So in conclusion, if you're having trouble finding a party through the matchmaking system, make sure that you aren't in a beginner's block, and this applies to everything that does matchmaking. So this also applies to your purple triggers, your yellow triggers, your limited time quest. You want to make sure that you're in a regular block and not in a beginner's block, because the beginner's blocks as well as the communications blocks do have that criteria of where you only matchmake with people in those blocks. While if you're in a normal block, it just matchmakes with everyone on the server. So just make sure that you're in a normal block. Special thanks to all the members for supporting the channel. It really means a lot to me. Thank you again. But yeah, that's all I wanted to cover in today's video. Hopefully you guys found it helpful. If you did, I would appreciate a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye!